So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, tight.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He was brought down by
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Munch 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? 56.
This is Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
They'll try
and
to
goal.
run with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there, and just ran.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
There. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's
Jets
now 14-0.
Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Allen on the keeper.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them
For
credit. They took their
Adams.
shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Jets take over
A 7-yard return following a
at
punt
their own
of 45
32-yard
yards.
line.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first
CD,
and
I know
10
it's just his second
at
year
their
in the
own
league as a
32-yard
quarterback,
line.
but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the run. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now it's Breida. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
How much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 11
yards
play.
there, first down.
And the Bills first down.
57's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get there for the sack. There's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down.
Second down.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Allen. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Allen's pass.
Now a timeout taken.
To Devontae Adams.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Bills will move the chains. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Dawson Knox as time expires in the first half. And the Bills get a bit closer. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Come on, D. Say. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Allen's pass.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So
1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Number 22, Matt Breida on
Give
the
him
carry.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun,
Brings up 2nd
Allen.
and 5.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Allen's
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
It's a gain of a
Offensively,
yard.
that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen's
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
Got what they
First
needed
down,
there. The
Buffalo.
drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Allen now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Here's Breida.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Lining up for the
I guess when you
point.
look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23
yards on the play.
And the Bills
one play has
down.
him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
I got you. I got you.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Victor Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
I'm going to run.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete to Stephon Diggs.
Gotta love the catch.
It's a gain of 16
yards as well.
But it brings up
these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys. I don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Mike, 54. I got him. Ship.
And that is going to do
the
it.
end of the third quarter
of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike, 54. Hey, check. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
On 1st down, here's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're an offense, you'll take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
Complete to Devontae
It's a loss
Adams.
of 4. Now 3rd down.
Made back at
Boy,
the
how good has this
line.
defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Operating from the gun. Allen trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Number 26, Tevin
Give him a
Coleman,
couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken
Brandon,
down
I've got to
at the
think this
43-yard
offensive line
line.
has got some smiles
2
on
yards
its faces.
on the
And I know it sounds
it's
crazy,
2nd and
but they
8.
practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
That's good.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and he is going to score. It's
Touchdown,
a pick 6
Buffalo.
and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. He finds an opening past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the scores Jets 42, Bills 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Allen, and he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 2. Allen, they lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 4-yard loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. 57, 65, 65, 65.
They run with Breida. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On play action, Allen. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. Now Allen on third down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 on the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't